Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth. We just left Cardia's father's laboratory. Now we're back at the mansion after that whole ordeal. So just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. After that, we returned to the mansion. As for me, I haven't been feeling well since the confrontation with Finis, and have stayed cooped up in my room. Lupin and the others have returned to the laboratory to investigate further, but they couldn't find anything more. They said that the documents with any key information have been removed by some unknown person. The reason why Finis was after me, Father's whereabouts, and his intentions. The terrorist attack Lupin worries about, how to cure my poison, the horologium. The reason I was created. We can't find the truth behind any of this. We all feel the same sense of uncertainty, as if we'd been climbing a ladder and were suddenly thrown off of it. And tonight, I make a decision. This is everything. Midnight. I am organizing my belongings. I stuffed my original clothing, as well as other memorable items, into a suitcase. I'm going to leave this place, by myself, without telling any of the others. I am an artificially created monster. Deep down, I had always believed that one day the poison would be removed, and that I would be a normal person. But I know that I am not even human. It's not that I am listening to Finis, but because I'm a monster, I can't allow myself to rely on Lupin and the others here anymore. Because I myself am terrified of what I am, what must the others be thinking? Cece whines, as if telling me to stay, and my hands stop in their work. I'm sorry, Cece, but I have to go. I can't trouble everybody any longer. I pick up the suitcase and go out into the hallway. In truth, it's not really about troubling them, or anything like that. I just can't meet their eyes. I turned out to be a real monster. Just a doll, created by a man to imitate the appearance of a human. The others here might look at me the same way that the villagers had in my past. And because they got involved with me, they might end up like Elaine. I step outside the mansion. I need to get away before they discover that I have left. But my determination wavers, and I can't help but look back, both back at the mansion and back in my memory. I look up at the mansion and take a moment to thank everyone in my thoughts. Then, I quietly begin walking away. For starters, I'll look for Nemo. If the document I saw in the laboratory is right, Nemo has some connection to Father. At least, it seems that way. I need to find Nemo before I can do anything else.
What you doing?
I turn around in surprise when I hear a voice coming from the shadows between the trees.
Hey there. Kinda late to be going out, isn't it, milady?
Impy, what are you doing here?
You're going to try to track down Nemo, aren't you? It'll be really tough on your own.
How did you...
Huh? Well, you were just talking to yourself, and you just said you needed to find Nemo. Anyway, don't be a stranger and run off by yourself. I thought I might come along.
But staying with me might put you in danger.
Don't you worry about that. I have my own reasons for going, and it just so happens that I've got some business with Nemo, too.
Nemo? What about him?
It's regarding the thing I'm looking for.
That's right. I think Impy had said that he's looking for something important. The reason why he was working with Lupin in the first place was to find that thing once they've stopped the terrorist plot.
Think about it. Do you really think that you can go see that crazy scientist alone and get the information you need out of him?
I guess not. But everyone will worry if you disappear along with me.
It's fine. I've left a note for the others, so there's nothing to worry about. I told them not to worry about us, and just keep going on with their own investigations. Isn't that thoughtful?
But...
No more worrying. From here on out, we embark on a journey to search for love. I mean, the truth. Let's go.
Impy grabs my hand and starts walking.
This is going to be fun, Cardia.
Hey, wait. He pulls me along, and I'm forced to follow behind him. My decision to go off on my own has been an utter failure, but right now, the fact that Impy has taken my hand with such confidence makes me feel that I've been saved once again.
666th Girl Trophy. Chapter 9, Steampunk.
Impy steers the automobile through the hills. I'm sitting in the passenger seat, watching the scenery as it slowly passes by.
Don't you get tired of staring out there? Wouldn't you say that observing my handsome profile would be a much better way to pass the time?
Not at all.
Alright. Thanks so much for the brutal honesty.
I laugh a little at Impy's reaction, then look at the steering wheel he's handling. You taught me so much about machines, but it's still so strange to me that this thing can move on its own without any horses to pull it. We're going to look for Nemo, right? Is Nemo going to be where we're going now?
Huh? Oh no, we're going to meet someone who would know where Nemo lives.
Who is it?
You'll find out soon enough.
Impy replies happily and steps on the accelerator with some force. We continue driving for a while, and we arrive at the place where the airship race had been held.
This place is getting an awful lot of action in this game.
The arena is in the midst of being taken down, and Impy goes to speak with the security guards. They tell him to wait for a while, so that's what we're doing. So, there's somebody here who would know where we can find Nemo.
Of course, when people register for the race, they have to give their addresses. It's in the rules.
I see, huh? Then did we have to tell them where we were staying too? I think it would probably be something of a problem for people to know our address, what with the current situation and all.
I got us all covered there. The address I gave them was for one of Lupin's hideouts.
I see. As we walk, a middle-aged man appears with several tough-looking men around him. The man has a sturdy build, and he approaches us with a friendly smile.
Well, hello there. What can I do for some members of the prestigious winning race team?
Impy, who's this?
One of the crime bosses who dominates London's underworld.
What?
Oh man, I'm so sorry about what happened at the race. We crash-landed and totally ruined the area. It's no problem. We don't get to see races of that intensity too often. It was a fantastic advertisement. I'm sure we'll get even more attendees next year thanks to you. Our profits are sure to be sky high.
The man is all smiles, seeming nothing at all like I would have guessed a crime lord would be. But judging by the surly men behind him, he's probably not any ordinary person.
So, here's the deal. One of the other entrants at the race was a guy named Nemo, right? Can you tell me where he is? Oh, ho, ho. Is there some special reason? Are you planning to attack him? Oh, it's nothing like that. I just want to ask him something.
I can't put my finger on it, but even though this conversation seems innocent enough, Something about it is unsettling.
I hope you understand we follow a strict code of conduct here. Giving you that information would lead to a loss of trust. We may not abide by the law, but we stick by the rules we set for ourselves. You mean this rule?
Impy rubs his thumb and index finger together a few times. Honestly, I have no clue what they are talking about.
Oh, you catch on quickly. Don't worry about the money. I'll buy the information from you at asking price.
What? Buy? Where are you going to get the money?
Just send the bill to a guy named Arsene Lupin.
What?
Sounds like we have a deal. I'll have one of my men stop by at a later date with the bill.
It seems like whatever negotiations they were having have finished, all while I stood there dumbfounded. The men give us a note with Nemo's location on it. Then they engage in some small talk with us for a while. The money, though, I hope Lupin doesn't get mad.
Are you sure you'll be able to get this much ready?
The man looks over at me.
If you like, we could always arrange for a simple exchange. The information for this beautiful young lady here.
His eyeing me made me uncomfortable, but Impy casually steps between us and intercepts the man's gaze.
You're funny. I wouldn't give her away for all the treasures in the country. Truth be told, this lady and I are soulmates.
When did that happen?
Come on, Cardia, let's go.
Right.
Well then, we'll be looking forward to seeing you next year.
Impy waves to the crime boss, then takes my hand as we head back to the automobile.
Now that we know where to find him, let's head off to see Nemo.
We climb into the automobile, and he starts the engine. In contrast to Impy's energy, I quietly nod in response.
Whoa! Hey, what's the matter? You look troubled.
What were you talking about at the end of your conversation with the crime boss? My voice is probably lower than necessary.
Oh that, sorry. That was a bit insensitive of us.
I don't really talking about when that guy was trying to buy Cardia? I'm not property, I'm not... I don't know, I guess I'll say it made me happy, because that'll make him happy. I want to make everybody happy. No, I'm not mad. Actually, it was nice to hear. Impy looks at me in surprise. Did I say something strange?
No, it's just, I never would have imagined that you'd go ahead and propose to me at a time like this.
Propose? That's not what I meant.
You were happy about the whole soulmate thing, right? Oh man, this is embarrassing.
That's not what I'm saying.
I mean, it's fantastic. The feeling is mutual. Let's go out and make our own destiny together.
Sheesh. I don't even have the strength to fight back against Impy's joke. I can't help but smile. Enough joking around. We've got to look for clues about my father.
What part of that was a joke?
Impy sounds so taken aback and confused that I am all smiles for a while. The automobile continues to run, and we eventually find ourselves outside of London. Impy, are you sure we're going the right way? We're so far out, it's hard to imagine anyone living here. Just as I'm saying this...
Seems that way, right? According to the boss, it should be around here. Oh shoot, hang on tight.
The automobile suddenly picks up speed, then turns and charges into a thicket. If Impy hadn't warned me, I might have been thrown out of my seat.
Whoa, that was close. Sorry about the sudden turn there. Are you hurt?
I was a little surprised, but I'm fine. What happened?
I just caught a glimpse of an airship between the trees.
An airship. I look up into the sky. Just as he says, there is an airship above us that probably recently took off and is floating away.
There's no question. That beat-up old ship belongs to the Sky Pirates who were in the Black Gathering race.
Really?
Yeah, for some reason those guys really have it in for me. I thought it'd be better if they didn't spot us.
I think back to the airship race. That's right. Those Sky Pirates are the owners of the airship that Lupin stole. They saw Impy arrive in their airship, and naturally assumed that Impy was the one who stole it.
And they never bothered to tell Impy all this, apparently.
They were persistently attacking us during the race, too. But no one explained any of this to Impy.
Poor Impy.
So he still doesn't know why he's being antagonized.
They're so mean.
Impy, actually...
Huh? Whoa, look! Isn't that smoke rising from over there?
I look over in the direction Impy is pointing. Just as he says, there's some smoke rising into the sky. You're right. Isn't that where the airship was coming from?
Oh man, this isn't good. That's supposed to be where Nemo is, according to what that crime boss told me.
Could that mean Nemo was attacked by the Sky Pirates?
I don't know why they do that. Let's hurry.
Yes. The automobile emerges from the thicket and speeds up at once. We drive for a while. We arrive at a cave, front of which is obscured by a thick curtain of smoke. We can't see anything at all.
Whoa, Smokey! What is this?
The smoke seems to be coming from inside the cave.
If the Sky Pirates did this, did they set the place on fire or something? Ah!
A strange scream suddenly erupts from within the cave. We look at each other in surprise. Could that be? Before we can say the name we are both thinking of, we hear the sound of running, and someone emerges from the cave.
Why, you! Are you barbaric, unenlightened non-believers of science as well?
What? We're...
Yeah! I'm going to enlighten you! Right then. I don't think he's going to hear us out.
Suddenly, Nemo points a huge gun-like thing at us. Impy scoops me up and jumps. An instant later, black smoke bursts forth from the gun and burns through the spot where we were standing.
Whoa! So, this is what that smoke was.
That was close. Impy grunts as he lands, avoiding the blast of black smoke. I smell a subtle, irritating smell, and my eyes begin to sting. It's probably a tear gas of some sort. Thank you, Impy.
The pleasure is mine, my princess.
Impy looks at me and smiles. Then he glares at Nemo.
Hey! Nemo, you good for nothing. What are you thinking, attacking not only me, but her as well? What? Oh. That voice. Could you be... How could I forget the genius engineer who I flew alongside and traded sparks with? Hippie! Barbicane! It's you!
We cover our ears at the sound of his booming voice. Why does he always have to be so obnoxious?
Can you turn it down? We can hear you just fine without all the yelling. No, hold on. What I meant to ask was, why do you have to go attacking us like that with no warning? I'm glad you asked.
He suddenly burst into tears. He's such an emotionally expressive person. What happened?
I couldn't possibly tell you the whole story in such a short amount of time. Impy's assistant.
Assistant.
My laboratory was robbed. Oh, so this cave of yours is your lab, huh? When I realized there was an intrusion, I used my black smoke invention to drive them away.
You drove them away, so they didn't steal anything.
No, they did get away with something. Those men, they took the most important core of my research. They stole it from me.
What was it?
No, I cannot disclose that, even to such an excellent scientific rival such as yourself. However, all I can tell you is that it would have shocked the entire world. This invention could have changed history. How could those awful pirates? How could they?
He's angry and crying at the same time.
I see. If that's the case, then I'll go take it back for you. What? Did you just say... What did you say, Impy Barbicane? So, you're saying a really important thing was snatched from you, right? I know how frustrating that can be, so I'll help out. Barbicane! What the heck?
Nemo falls to his knees and begins weeping profusely. Are you alright?
Impy Barbicane! You are a scientist among scientists! You are my lifelong friend and rival! Yeah, didn't I say we could do without all the shouting? And don't get me wrong, I'm not a scientist, I'm an engineer, the world's greatest at it. And there's no time to waste.
Nemo suddenly straightens his back like a spring-loaded doll.
Take this device to track them.
Nemo takes out a machine with a round glass cutout on the front. It's almost like a pocket watch that has been enlarged to the size of a whole hand. Nemo solemnly gives us the device. What is this?
The smoke from earlier is mixed with particles that produce a specific magnetic force. When the particles become attached to something, you can track their location for up to half a day. Now, let's go together and deal a blow of enlightenment to those unscientific barbarians. No way, Nemo. You stay behind. I'll sneak in and get it back. What? But if I don't go... It's really no problem. She and I'll handle it.
I nod along with Impy's words. I know painfully well what Impy is thinking. We're going to be facing sky pirates. If we're going to their headquarters, we'll probably be facing a great number of them. It'll be difficult to confront them head-on. That means we'll need to sneak in.
How amazing are you? Impy Barbicane, you are what all scientists should aspire to be.
If Nemo tags along with us, any plan that relies on stealth will definitely go out the window.
Yep, I'm a man of my word. I'll make sure to get it back, so just sit back and relax. Oh, I'm counting on you. Friend of science! Friend of my soul!
Nemo and Impy lock themselves in a tight embrace. They must have bonded over something. I have no idea what. As the sun is getting ready to set, we leave the cave and head back to London, following the directions from Nemo's tracking device. I didn't think we'd be back here so soon. Impy nods. Their hideout is very close. We're in a corner of the poor part of town. There is a gruff-looking man standing in front of our destination. The device is pointing that way. Do you think this is right? I don't see an airship.
I bet they keep the airship they use for attacks parked somewhere outside the city. It's convenient to have a place here.
I see.
But man, Nemo's device. I messed around with it a little, but the accuracy is off the charts. Maybe he could show me how.
He almost looks like he's having fun. Impy, I think I should go on my own from here. Lupin's taught me what I need to know about infiltration and theft.
Don't be silly. I've been hanging with Lupin since before I met you, and the two of us have been in some serious scrapes. Besides, it's highly ungentlemanly of me to let a lady go unattended. I should be the one going in alone.
But I'm worried about you.
Have more faith in me. I might not look it, but I'm pretty tough.
Impy thinks for a second, then nods to himself.
Right. Let's go together then. I can protect you.
That's my line.
What a fighter. Well, maybe I'll ask you for help if I need it.
You can count on me. So, what are we going to steal?
The thing is, he never really told me what the device that was stolen from him was for. It's a small black triangular device that fits in your hand. It apparently has blinking lights all over it.
That seems easy enough to spot. So, we just need to get that back, right? We discuss entry methods for a while. Then the time finally comes for us to go. As I look on from the shadows, Impy confidently walks right up to the entrance. Okay, and that's where we're going to end this video for now. We will pick up the next video with the actual infiltration. So I hope to see you in perhaps that video or some other videos of mine. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.